How's it, guys? I'm gonna show you how I like to set up for Akule. This is one of my favorite things to fish for. I love fishing for Akule. The bite's always a lot of fun when it's on, and I don't need to carry that much stuff, so it's pretty awesome. It's my two poles. I use a Fenwick HMX 5.6. This is a WW grade panfish pole, another 5.6. And I use Penn FierceIII 1000 size reels. Luckily, where I go, I don't have to throw the lead real far, so these poles work out perfect. So if you see my original video on my whipping setup, my Akule rig is basically the same thing with a few slight nuances. First, the leader is a lot longer, and obviously the line and weights are a lot smaller. This is a 3/8 ounce lead. This will be the same setup, 3/8 ounce shock absorber bead, and black swivels. I like black. It seems to get a lot more bites in the water as compared to silver. I think the silver sometimes makes the school a little skittish, so black is non-reflective. This works really well. I tell all the same knots for these rigs again. It's all uni knots, and I will put a link to a tutorial on how to tie this knot in the description. Super easy knot. Alright, now for the leader. I use, it's kind of ripped, it's just 3-pound fluorocarbon, and I usually make this about 4.5 arm spans. The reason why I make this so long is because one, once the lead hits the spool, it breaks the spool up, so you want your line to be a little bit longer, so that by the time they come back together, your lure is right in the pile. Two, when you're fishing from rocks, this is a lot safer. It's easier to keep your bait in the water. You can throw straight out, you won't hook anybody. Whereas if you're fishing in a tight area and you have a short leader, there's a good chance you'll be hooking the guy next to you, which is never fun. Especially if it's windy, you get a world of trouble. Now, halalu and Akule fishing, you pretty much want to fish right in front of you. A lot of times guys are right up on you, and it's so easy to cross anybody's lines. So usually what we do is we'll alternate. Watch the guys next to you when they throw it. When they're on the retrieve, you alternate. And you always try and throw straight in front of you. You don't want to be throwing 90 degrees and hook you up other guys on the side of you. It just makes a big mess. So throw straight, long leader. Keep the bait in the water while you're throwing. Makes it a lot easier. And I've learned this over a lot of failed attempts. So once I get to the end of my leader, so you see it's really long, I use a bead setup again. I dress up my lures with about 4 beads when I throw. I usually put these green beads on again. Just put 4 of these on top. I really like the beads because sometimes Akule and halalu, they can be real finicky. Sometimes they'll only bite flies, sometimes they only bite plastic, sometimes they only bite beads, sometimes they only bite bait. But I've caught a lot of Akule on just the straight beads with no plastic on the end. I don't know what it mimics, but they seem to love it. Put a red one on the very end. So I got a nice little string of beads there. This is a Maruto MZ size 14 gold hook. These work really well. The Aji hooks are really good too. They're a little bit thicker and they're black hooks. but I typically use a size 14 golds. Same thing, we'll do a uni on the bottom again. I used to snell my knots with Akule and halalu, but for some reason I found I lost a lot more fish with the snell than I did with the uni. So I changed from the snell to the uni. Like I always tie my lines really well, so I'm not sure why my snell would fail a lot of times, but I noticed more often than not it was becoming a hassle, so I tie uni knots instead. Lighter pound test is a struggle to deal with in the wind. You know, I was running 2 pound tests, which is really thin, and man, when the wind is blowing, let me tell you, it's a pain in the ass. So I went up to 4 pound test, but 4 pound test is a little bit thick and you don't get as much bites. I found 3 to be the happy medium for me, and it's worked quite well over the past years, so I've just stuck with 3 pound tests. Right in between that perfect diameter you want, and always fluorocarbon. So the end of my lures will look like that. Alright, now the easiest way to keep your lures on your leader on your line, your pole, is to wrap it. I wrap it around the bottom of my reel butt, my reel handle, up around the guides, back down, and I'll keep wrapping it until I can lock it into either the hook keeper, cork, or on the side of one of the guides. I really don't even put it on the guides, but sometimes that's the way my lines work out. So now my pole is ready to go, and we're all set for go Akule fishing. I always whip, and I found these bloodworms from Campania lures work really well. This is a chameleon, and this is the regular jade. This is a 60 pack and this is a 120 pack. You just buy them in bulk because you kind of go through them. These work so well when the bite is good. They love this. I haven't really been able to test out the chameleons yet, but the colors look like it's probably a good combination for halalu and Akule. Yeah, that's it guys. So hopefully we can fill up some buckets, get out there and have fun, stay safe. Alright.